Hello, let's continue a series of videos related to AI usage for development and verification, and this particular series of system verification of the ChatGTP 4.0. Okay, as you remember from previous video, uh, we stopped on the fact that system wasn't, the program wasn't building. After copying everything that ChatGPT provided into places where it told, build doesn't succeed. So I started series of verifications, and during this series I found that AI also can be uh, evaluated in the following way. The biggest expectation from people is that a user of the UI application or AI powered system can be just a manager and defines some task. Uh, okay, it should be a good manager. Define, describe, specify, um, provide all necessary information, all necessary communication dependencies, all those things to AI, and AI fully implements this product, probably with some minor modifications and massage, and after that product is ready. So can this happen with following, with exact now available version of the chat GPT? Can user be just a manager, or user should has tech knowledge, some tech knowledge? Okay, it shouldn't be very very knowledgeable senior engineer in exact area where this product is built, but some understanding in this particular case about process of building, process of development, process of um, operations with database, with some parameters on in the program, things like that. And again, if user can be just a manager, which type of tasks can execute artificial intelligence? Is it can it be good junior engineer, or can it be good middle engineer, or can it be good senior engineer? Or as a copilot, AI just improved as Google plus mentor in scope of executing some things, explaining how this as Google uh, relates to the current situation and current conditions of the project execution. So I started sending errors to the ChatGPT, asking for updates and verifications. Uh, this process took some time, and here, as some time, I don't mean days, I mean hours. Okay, so it's pretty quick reaction, updates, modification of the code generation overall, and all things like that. So, but at some point, playing role of the manager, just copy pasting, following instructions from ChatGPT, copy pasting code to the files. I got into a situation when programs stopped building at all, so no successful builds, and errors are cycled. It means that, for example, I have some piece of code that causes some error. I'm asking ChatGPT to modify it. It reacts, provides another piece of code in another place. So current problem is fixed, but new second problem appeared. I'm asking to fix it. It modifies code, provides modifications in third place that resolves second problem, but third problem appears. I'm asking to resolve this third problem, and it modifies code and goes back to the first problem and first instance of the code. Uh, that a block. Nothing can go good here. So I decided to start over. Told about that Chat GPT. Thankfully, ChatGPT agreed immediately, provided some more or less stable version of the final codes for all pages, uh, dependencies, values that needs to be added into configurational files and those things like that. I recreated uh, project from the scratch, added code there, got some errors, but those errors were fixed. And finally, program start building. So, can it be that user will be just a manager who points to the problem, tells AI resolve this problem, and yeah, AI does it? No. This is not happening with current version. I think that it won't happen pretty soon. So again, biggest problem will be is people who trust artificial intelligence to make decision. No, it should be a copilot that provides additional information. User verifies this information for correctness, and user makes decision, not AI. And yes, those are related questions. Yes, user supposed to have some tech knowledge. It shouldn't be deep tech knowledge. I don't know nothing about Flutter. I know about databases, but not light SQL. Um, I know about programming, but not mobile apps programming. So, and this helps. So this speed up work with AI dramatically. Some technical knowledge should be available. Then, can AI behaves or be a good junior engineer? Yes. uh, Typical tasks, typical solutions, typical code, so-called monkey job. AI will do it fast, quick, and good enough. Uh, User can create or engineer can write a code to add some controller to the view on the screen in one, probably two, if user has some very specific mind, three ways how to do this, three pieces of code, and this will be repeatable between different projects. So button can be added in maximum three ways to the view. Okay, and AI can do this quickly, simply. Uh, it will be simple code. It will be quick, but it will work. It will be in place, and it will work. But AI cannot behave as a good middle engineer because problem that appeared, it doesn't have overall understanding, internal overall understanding of the architecture of the project itself, and doesn't have all the solid relations between all the elements of the project, between different screens, views, controllers, database tables, and so on and so forth. User should remember this, and right now AI works with those as isolated pieces of code. Those are pretty big pieces of code, but still they are isolated somehow. Again, AI cannot be good senior engineer because it cannot build this architecture, common architecture, solid architecture. Keep in mind all the relations between all the pieces of code, all the elements of the controls, UI, database, things like that. It can't. But this actually makes AI very good and very improved as Google. Especially those who are working in IT, that very popular answer for many questions is in IT is ask Google. So AI can so-called ask Google, uh, get those answers, process them to modify according to current situation, current demands of the code project, and task that is being resolved. Add explanations, so plus mentor, add explanations, explicit explanations about why this needs to be done like that, what does it mean overall, and how it works. So, very good mentor and ask Google, very good junior engineer who can help and do all the all the monkey job that you need to do in scope of your test. One more thing, this is from me, do not share with AI your know-how. Keep it with you, do it yourself. I'm not sure, and I don't want to verify, that ChatGPT knows something about uh, intellectual property keeping, how I should explain that this is intellectual property and should not be used anywhere beside this particular project for only for me. I don't want to take a risk, and telling you just in case not to take this risk as well. So what else I can say about interactions with ChatGPT? It communication is evolving, same as for people. At the beginning, you need to be as precise as possible. You need to describe everything. There is no such thing as industry standard. There is no such thing that you know by yourself. There is no such thing as ask somebody else. How you explain to AI what to do, that result you receive basically. And industry standard is by default. It means that first solution that it provides, it will be industry standard. It will be some code uh, as from examples from the documentation related to this functionality. In this case, for Flutter. And one more thing that I mentioned is communication and evolving between me and ChatGPT. It means that answers are being mm, developed by ChatGPT in scope that, for example, at some point I got into a situation that new modifications in the project didn't accept it, and I have many errors, build failing, things like that. And ChatGPT, as a resolution for this, provided this flutter clean command. It means to remove all build artifacts, and after that, so this is the first time where this flutter clean appears. It remembered for itself that this situation happens, and start in standard communication. Previously, it was run the build and the program using Flutter run. Now it started rebuild, clean the project, rebuild and run using Flutter clean, Flutter build macOS, Flutter run by default. So it's evolving in communication like in real time. That is very good. In next video, I plan to show you, to display you actual operations with ChatGPT and code in real time, how it works, how system reacts, how long time it takes, and things like that. So, thank you and stay tuned.